What's up? Hey, did you do this? Somebody posted something amazing about Superhuman yesterday, and I'm hoping someone here saw it because we sold huge numbers of Superhuman, which makes me so happy. This is my opus on anti-aging. If you saw it posted somewhere, if you know who did it, some podcast somewhere, some newscast, someone sent an email, tell me, because I'm super stoked. Thank you. It takes like years to write a book, and it comes together. And Superhuman, for me, has even upgraded my anti-aging practice. So now I'm on the detective hunt to find out who was the nice person who said something really awesome in order for it to sell about 1,000 copies in a day. That's as good as we sold kind of towards the beginning of it. So please direct message me, tell me. I just want to know. I want to be able to say thanks. And of course, thank you, because if you're on here, you probably already have the book and have read it, but there's now thousands more people who just got the book. And everyone who joins the mission to live a lot longer understands something really important. And that is that we have an epidemic of a lack of elders. The people who are wise because they've lived it for 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. They have something to share. And that's why you see so many people who are in their 70s who I will interview whenever I can on the show. So if you know who did this, please let me know. And I'm looking at the comments here. I'll answer a couple questions like I always do. Hey, Peter, biomeditate. There's Barbara, Beth, Paul. And there's Dr. David Perlmutter. Hey, my friend. Hopefully I see you this weekend. And there's, let's see, Maxim. All right, that's hard. A photography guy, Maxim, I think. Literally reading it right now. Hopefully you like it. Nina has the book. Recommendation on pillows from Raw Success. If your name is Raw Success, kale. Raw kale pillows. All right, just kidding. The pillows that have a little dip for your head so they support your neck are the ones to go with. You can get them from different brands, and I wish I could remember the brand to recommend, the one that I've got on my bed, but it's not coming to me. All right. Maybe one person got it for a bunch of friends. Thanks, Sarah. That's a good suggestion. These are kind of distributed sales. If one person buys like 1,000 copies, it doesn't count towards these sales numbers. So it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people went to Amazon all on the same day and bought a whole bunch of books. And I'm like, hey, I owe someone like a grass-fed steak from my farm or something like that. I don't know. But I just wanted to be able to say thanks when it is. Mandy, what's my view on high cholesterol? For 10 years running, I've been saying it's a bunch of crap. High cholesterol is protective as long as it's not oxidized. It actually makes you more resilient to toxins. High HDL is good for you. LDL, as long as you don't have oxidized LDL and you don't have LPPLA2, which is damage to the lining of your arteries, well, then it's not a bad thing. And there's really good evidence for that. A lot of my friends in the full-on carnivore world, where our recommendations are very similar in terms of fat type and content, they're coming up with exactly the same conclusions. Hey, Richard, love you right back, man. Home Energy Designers, thanks for the comments about the book. Mike, it wasn't you. I'm grateful for you too, my friend. Is your phone effing up, Sony, or is my camera shit? I don't know, it's the latest iPhone, so I'm pretty sure that I look awesome on here, so it must be you, right? You guys see me all right? Biggest challenge to expanding human lifespan currently? It's actually what we've done to our soil. We got to fix our soil, because if you don't have good soil, it doesn't suck carbon out of the air and it doesn't grow good food, and then you're screwed. The other one is probably, I think, glyphosate. We've really, really done some serious damage. It's going to take a while to recover from that. Wise on Air, you have all 3 books. Fire. Thank you. All right. How to sleep less but deeper. Already have True Dark and Cold Room. Oh, Wise on Air. That is awesome. If you keep following me here, I'm going to announce a huge program on how to sleep better. All of the tips, the stuff that is not even on my blog yet, put it all together on a 14-day thing. You're going to love it. So hello from Brazil. Hello back to Brazil. Love Brazil. Nina, do I have a craving for hot Cheetos? You know what? I have not had a craving for Cheetos probably since I was in my mid-20s, when I was like 300 pounds. Not how I roll. Hey, if you're just logging in, if you saw someone post something about Superhuman, my last book, it just had an amazing pop in sales yesterday. like really huge. And I'm just trying to figure out who to thank. So if you saw it, please tell me. Like, I know Dr. Oz didn't mention it because, well, we're friends and he's been on my show. I would have heard about it. So someone cool somewhere did something nice and I owe them a favor, and it's frustrating when I don't know who to thank. Kay Callan, I think I've sent out a couple uncensored emails. Look in your spam. I don't send out on the Dave Asprey uncensored list. I don't send out tons of stuff, but you should be getting like 1 to 2 emails a week. If you guys aren't on it, daveasprey.com/uncensored. I've just started sending out the stuff that I'm working on, including comments that I won't put on the blog because they get censored, or stuff on social media where they literally bury the blog, like it doesn't exist on Google, so people can't find you anymore. So there's new stuff happening that's pretty slimy. So go to daveasprey.com/uncensored and sign up. You'll get my welcome email for sure, which talks about how to actually find stuff you want online. And then I've got a couple other ones, but every week you'll get the podcast announcements at a minimum, and usually with some comments on them that are really good. I look distorted, according to Casey. Maybe I'm just gaining weight. Just kidding. So you're going to live in 150 years, but why can't you keep your hair black? You know, there is a whole chapter from Kaushik Savla, a whole chapter in the book on what's going on there. Part of it is hydrogen peroxide. So there's a genetic component to hair that turns gray. But then my hair was never black, just so you know. It was always light brown. But there's a genetic component, and my mom fully gray at 25, so I definitely got some of that. There's a hydrogen peroxide component, and then there's a melanocyte stem cell component that's a part of that, and there's something called WNT signaling, and I talk about all those things you can do for it. But that said, I think I've got those lovely genes, but I'm working on it. Postcards Reading Game Changers, I love that book. Tiny Breakdancer, Chili Pad Worth of Cash, yes. All right, guys. I'm going to sign off. If you would please tell me in the direct messaging if you see, hey, someone just said something really nice about Superhuman, someone big somewhere, because I really feel an obligation to say thanks to whoever did this. And if you picked up Superhuman yesterday, just randomly, thank you for doing that too. I appreciate it. When people take the time to read one of my books, it's like someone, teaching one of your kids something. Like it actually matters, because I put so much time and energy and just so much of myself into them. Knowing that you're willing to honor that with 5 or 8 hours of your time to read it, it matters. So thank you. Have a wonderful day, and let me know. Just hit me up with a DM. Appreciate it. Bye.